Hello, this is Mr. Chabry, and our next opponent in the PGBL is the New England Evolution. So let's just hop into our team, and hopefully we can get ourselves a victory because we've got 2 losses at this point. So I'm hoping we get a nice victory here. So the first Pokemon we will bring, of course, is Toxapex. Toxapex is a beautiful Pokemon. This thing takes a lot of hits. The main thing I have to be afraid of, though, is Mega Manectric. That thing does not care about Toxapex being here on the field, but a lot of things have a hard time taking down the Toxapex. Arcanine is one, Gastrodon as well. Gastrodon does have access to ground-type moves, but Toxapex should take that decently. Mimikyu has a hard time. We have Haze, just in case Mimikyu goes Swords Dance. And Mandibuzz has sort of a hard time, but we can easily Toxic Mandibuzz and just try to stall it out. The next Pokemon we will bring will be our Whimsicott. So, of course, Whimsicott is our Z-move user at all times. It takes care of Como pretty well. This thing is a wonderful Pokemon. It really takes care of Gastrodon. Of course, Gastrodon could have an Ice-type move as well. That's the thing. A lot of these Pokemon have moves that we'll have to play around. But another thing that Whimsicott will do good is it's a perfect taunter for, Shuckle, Mimikyu, and Cresselia. Of course, we can't taunt Mandibuzz, but there's a lot of things that we can taunt and make a lot easier. Plus, another thing is, what am I trying to say? Yeah, this thing is actually pretty good, taunting. And besides Z Memento, it's always a good thing to bring if we need it. Let's go to our next one. This is Goodra. So Goodra, we need a special defensive Pokemon. My opponent has some things that are really scary on the special attack side. Actually, the only real threat is Mega Manectric, and with Goodra we can handle that very well. Also, Nidoking could be a threat. That thing hits really hard on the special attacking side. Arcanine possibly as well. Those are the main ones, of course. This thing will have a hard time against Como, and so that's something to keep in mind. We have Sap Sipper for Kartana. The only problem is Kartana can easily play around Goodra, so we'll have to plan for that. This thing will be Assault Vested, and the thing about Goodra is it's got some nice coverage moves. We could bring Power Whip for Gastrodon. We can bring Outrage. The thing about Outrage, we gotta get rid of Mimikyu before we go for it. We can bring Earthquake for this Arcanine and Nidoking, and even the Mega Manectric. So Goodra looks really good here. That's why we're going to bring that. The next Pokemon we will bring is going to be Scrafty. So I'm really interested in bringing Scrafty with the Lumberry. I was thinking about bringing Shed Skin. That way, if Gastrodon tries to Scald Burn us or Toxic us, we eliminate that status, and we can continue attacking if we need to. And this thing will bring Dragon Dance. So what I'm hoping will happen, though, is we send out Scrafty on Gastrodon and get a nice amount of Dragon Dances, and then try to sweep. Problem is, Mega Manectric outspeeds us always if we even have 2 of them. And Kartana, most Kartanas are Scarfed that I see, so we're not going to try to worry about outspeeding that. What we'll try to worry about, I'll go into detail about what we want to do against the Kartana, but yeah, this thing takes care of a lot of Pokemon. Knockoff takes care of Cresselia. Of course, we have to watch out for Mimikyu. We have Drain Punch that can give us some more health back. That'll be good for Kartana. And everything else really doesn't really want to take a Drain Punch or a knockoff. Of course, this one will actually have Intimidate, because looking at my opponent's team, Arcanine, having Intimidate for that will be nice. Having Intimidate for Kartana will be nice. I really needed Intimidate for those 2 mainly. So yeah, that's what we're going to try there. Next one will be Zapdos. So, like I said, what we're going to try to do is bring a static hidden ability Zapdos, and I'm hoping that we can paralyze Kartana. I see this is the main way that we can win. I'm predicting my opponent to bring a Scarfed Kartana, so if we can paralyze that, we can outspeed it still with a lot of things. So that's my main playthrough idea. But this thing has like some nice coverage moves. But we'll bring Heat Wave that also takes care of Kartana. Roost, of course. And we'll also bring Defog. Usually I only bring Defog on Whimsicott, but looking at my opponent's team, Shuckle is kind of scary. I want to bring Defog on multiple Pokemon just in case I need it, because a Sticky Web's going to make this a lot harder, especially with, you know, some of these faster Pokemon. And the last Pokemon we will bring is going to be Chinchino, so let's give Chinchino a chance to shine here. Looking at my opponent's team, naturally Chinchino outspeeds everything other than Manectric or Kartana. What I'm going to do is actually try to invest in attack and HP, because I see there's not really going to be a way to outspeed Kartana if it's Scarfed. So we're going to try to outspeed it with the Paralysis. But yeah, we're going to bring a Banded set. That's really what we need to hit harder. Because a lot of these things here actually have some decent defense. So we're going to have to bring a Banded set to try to power through that. This thing gets some nice coverage moves as well. Bullet Seed, Rock Blast. Tail Slap hits almost everything nicely. Of course, Mimikyu doesn't care about Tail Slap at all, and Shuckle resists it. And Kartana also, but we're going to actually try to bring Hidden Power Fire for Kartana. So the thing about Kartana, it's got horrible special defense. A Hidden Power Fire, if it's got no other investments, Hidden Power Fire from Chinchino will be enough to take it out. So our plan for Kartana is to get it paralyzed, and then Hidden Power Fire it if we need to. But yeah, that's going to basically be our plan here. Hopefully we get a nice victory here. Of course, I have it written down. Do not use Prankster status moves on Dark types. So there we go. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in tomorrow's battle.